Alright lads, we're gonna do this Alice Springs to Tennant Creek, 500 kilometers. The bike is packed and ready to go. It's my little Yamaha R3 touring for you. So yeah, it's 500 kilometers. It's warm now. It's going to be very hot by the time I get to Tennant, but I reckon I'll be okay. Hopefully.
Okay, it is 8:05 in the morning. The temperature's currently, I'd say, in the high 20s. It's actually quite pleasant. I'm wearing all of my mesh gear, all Alpine Stars. I'll put the name of what it is in the description if I can remember it. And I am good to go. It's probably going to be in and around 40 degrees by the time I get to Tennant Creek, which is 500 kilometers north of here. But we'll deal with that. I just need to stock up on water. That will be important today. But first, time for a healthy and nutritious breakfast.
A few moments later.
Alright, fed and watered, let's go. Oh man, I'm gonna regret that McDonald's in a little while. I've heard it said that eating in McDonald's is a lot like sleeping with a prostitute. You know, it's satisfying at the time and it scratches an itch, definitely, but an hour or two later you're left feeling hollow, empty and slightly nauseous inside. Come on, traffic lights. There we go. Right, we have a full tank of gas and we are ready to go. And my chin strap's open, god damn it. Oh well, that's just typical, isn't it? Anyway, one bit of good news is the fact that I do not need to bring spare fuel with me, as I've sussed out all of the petrol stations when I was driving up and down in my car, and there are two of them at intervals at about 180 kilometers which sell premium unleaded petrol. So that's good for me. Okie dokie. Stupid chin strap. There we go. Right, that's one false start. Hopefully it's the only one. Oh god damn it, I forgot to buy water. I'll have to pull in at the petrol station here and get some.
A few inches later.
The speed limit for most of the way is 130 kilometers an hour. Still in the 110 zone here, and I'll probably be sticking to around 110, maybe 120. I just obviously don't want to be pushing the bike too hard on a very hot day. It is really windy. It seems to be coming in from the east, which means it's blowing like straight across me that way, meaning that I am struggling to keep straight a little bit. Keeps blowing me over to the side of the road. Alright, we are coming to the Tropic of Capricorn now. Any second, right there it is. Not in the tropics, not in the tropics, not in the tropics, still not in the tropics, still not in the tropics. Boom! In the tropics. I always feel a slight twinge of disappointment every time I cross the Tropic of Capricorn. You know, you expect something mad to happen, like the landscape and the climate to completely change. Unfortunately, it's nothing like that. Desert to the south, desert to the north. Jesus, a corner would be nice. No wonder everyone rides Harleys around here. Alright, I wasn't looking forward to this at all, but here we go, kids. First road train of the day, and we're going to slow right down and pull right over. Oh Christ. Okay. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Sometimes, depending on which way the wind is blowing, there can be an awful backwash off of one of them. It can rattle you in your car, let alone a motorbike. Thankfully, that was okay. Time to stretch me legs for a minute. Done 150 k's, and I've only used half a tank of fuel, which is pretty good. Oh Jesus. We have some off-road sports biking to do here. Just what I wanted. Anyway, doing pretty good so far. My arse is a little bit numb. Other than that, I'm pretty comfortable, considering the fact that I'm a 6'3" bloke on a super sport. I'm doing alright. It is nice to be standing though. Probably overpacked my rucksack as well. I have my laptop in it, which is a bit of a heifer if I'm honest. Other than that though, I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, I've had a drink, I've had a pee, and I'm ready to go. As you can see, they do have toilets here, but it is the most disgusting drop bog I have ever seen in my life. I decided to go al fresco instead. Okay. On to Tea Tree, my first fuel stop. Oh God, this isn't stupid at all, riding on that. Oh look, there's nothing coming. Who'd have thunk it, eh? We'll go get petrol in the mango farm. Whoa, that is really shitty. Ooh. Right. They do have premium unleaded in the mango farm here. Look at all those mango trees. God, mangoes are delicious. Would you believe it? 95 octane. Just what the doctor ordered. Right. Let's fill her up. Under 6 litres I have used, and I've done 184 kilometres. That's just a smidge under 3 per 100 kilometres. I don't know what that is in miles per gallon. I will put that here. Anyway, that's some seriously good fuel economy from the little Yam. Okay, let's keep going. Another road train. They all seem to be heading south today, thankfully. Oh my God. Again, fairly vicious backwash off of that one. At least I'm not meeting them heading north. Means I don't have to overtake the bloody things. Ooh, a corner. The excitement. Can I get a knee down? No. Oh well. That was fun. Really starting to heat up now. I will have to say one thing for this jacket, it is really doing its job. When it is this hot, there would be a temptation to squid it, but that would actually make you feel the effects of the heat even worse. The wind when you're riding at this speed would just strip all the moisture off of your skin, causing you to sweat more. Would definitely make everything worse. Just past the road sign that said it's 250 kilometers to Tennant Creek. In the words of the great American poet and philosopher John Bon Jovi, whoa, we're halfway there. And here we have an actual nice bit of road. Couple of bends going over a hill. Wouldn't exactly call them twisties, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? I'll probably speed up this bit and put it over some cool music to make me look badass. Yeah, that's what I'll do. There we go. Just like Marc Marquez. Ooh. Dead cow. Gross. Stupid cows. This entire highway, the whole way from Port Augusta to Darwin, is littered with cows, and they do frequently wander onto the road, and a lot of the road is unfenced. Because of that, you simply do not drive at night here, at all, ever. You think you'd see a cow coming from a mile off? In the dark, you haven't a chance. Barrow Creek again, lads. My God, what a crap hole. I think I'll keep going. Also, count yourselves lucky you can't get the smell of cow shit I can get right now. Ugh. Okay, that is the back of a road train. This was bound to happen eventually. Watch as I scare the piss out of myself. Oh good God, it's full of explosive liquid as well. Oh my God. Woo! Those things are terrifying. And we have cows crossing the road up there. They're a feckin' menace. If I hit one of those on this bike, I will land in Papua New Guinea. Look at them. Fuck's sake, good thing I saw them well in advance. They had literally just wandered across the road. Ah, the Ali Kurong Railway Bridge. One of the best views of absolutely nothing you're ever gonna see. Wait till we get to the top of it. There is literally nothing here. Whenever we get there. See, there's the railway tracks down there. And off there, all the way up towards Darwin. Look at that. Literally nothing. Not a hill, not a creek, nothing. Remind me not to bring a backpack if I'm going on any long rides in future. These shoulders are killing me. If you're happy and you know it, beep your horn. If you're happy and you know it, beep your horn. If you're happy and you know it, and you should have bought some music. If you're happy and you know it, beep your horn. More fucking cows. Right where I had to turn in as well. Right, Wycliffe Well. and it's UFOs and weird alien stuff. They do have premium unleaded though. I guess spaceships won't run on 91 octane, I'll get petrol here and then I'll go to the next roadhouse a little bit further up the road. They do proper coffee and have good food. Look at that glorious yellow pump. Okay, let's go get some lunch. Under the bridge downtown. Good place to be hanging out today, boys. Well, isn't that just typical? I pull out of the petrol station and the road train I overtook earlier just goes straight past me. I'm just going to hang out behind them. It's only 17 kilometers to where I'm getting lunch. Screw it, it's not really worth overtaking them again. Devil's Marbles Resort. They do good coffee and good food here though. Okay, time for the last leg. My belly is now full with a chicken parmy that I could best describe as edible. Just over 100 k's to go. Less than an hour. Nice. I'm firmly of the opinion that you can't always be doing the easiest thing in life. You know, sometimes you need to do something stupid that's a bit difficult. Kind of lets you know you're alive, doesn't it? I mean, I could have got into my car this morning, put her in D, adjusted the aircon and the stereo and pointed her north, and I'd have been in Tennant probably an hour ago by now. But this, despite the sweat and the howling wind and all of those things you have to consider, and the smell of the dead animals you pass on the road, there's something you never really notice when you're in a car. Things like that, which made this a hell of a lot more difficult. But it was also a hell of a lot more fun. Another thing is that everywhere I stopped, people came up and started speaking to me. You know, they were asking me where I was going, asking me about the bike, asking me what in the name of God was wrong with me, that I was out in a 40-degree day on a bloody motorbike, that sort of thing. And every one of those people I met are probably going to be mentioning that mad Irish fella who was riding a 300cc motorbike across the Outback in a 40-something degree day. And that's really cool. Stopped. Anyway, if I'd been in my car, no one would have batted an eyelid at me. I'd have just been another guy in a mid-sized Toyota. Nobody would have paid any notice to me whatsoever. Now I'm sort of making myself out like I'm some sort of attention whore here. And, well, I'm not at all, but I think the point is that me being on the bike kind of made people smile, gave people a bit of a giggle, and that's one definite upside of this. So just because something's a bit more difficult doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, ladies and gentlemen, because it's probably worth doing if you do it. Jesus, the wind is unbelievable at the moment. Anyway, this is the only twisty bit along the way, so I'm going to go and enjoy it now. Well, I made it. Just goes to show that any bike can be a touring bike. Obviously isn't the best bike in the world for the job, but at the same time she did it. She did everything I asked it to do. She carried my stuff and she got me 500 kilometers in a stinking hot day. Obviously something with a bigger engine would be more refined, and something with a softer seat would mean that I wouldn't be standing here wishing I had Jennifer Lopez's arse. But no complaints. Really did a good job, little Yamaha. Anyway, I am going to go and lie flat on the floor for the next hour or two. Good luck. Okay, this is some hours later, and as you can see I'm here editing the video, and I just noticed something. There was clearly a gap between my gloves and the end of the sleeve on my jacket the whole way up, because look at that. It's like the opposite of a watch tan. God.